This is a reading for Leo. I'm going to start with the central energy here, the Four of Swords. The energy coming in that you're aware of. The Four of Wands. The energy leaving that you're aware of. The Five of Swords. Interesting. The energy leaving that you're unaware of. The King of Cups. Should I say leaving? I meant coming in. Is that why it came out funny? I feel like I said leaving and this didn't feel right. I know. I want to hear it. I'm going to try that again. It didn't feel right. But we'll keep the King of Cups in mind. Alright, the energy coming in that you're aware of. I can't remember what I said, but it just didn't feel right anyway. Coming in that you're aware of. The Strength card. And the energy leaving. The Ten of Cups. The Seven of Swords underneath. So with the Four of Swords here, this is the energy of rest and rejuvenation. There was hurt, there was betrayal. With the Five of Swords here, possibly a family member. There was something or a community of some sort that you were emotionally attached to or engaged with. But there was something here where it took a lot out of you. It took a lot. You may have had a lot of conversations with a lot of people, or just maybe just one conversation. There were conversations that were had where you spoke up and it hurt. There were tears that were shed. There were situations that were very uncomfortable. Someone tried to pull the wool over your eyes and tried to get the better part of you exposed in some way. The better part of you exposed. Interesting. Can I, why did I say it like that? Can I get a clarification on what better part does this person want? The Sun. The Sun exposed. The better part exposed. The Four of Pentacles here. We have 444 and the Eight of Wands underneath. I'm getting the situation where there may have been a limit, like the best part of you that someone thought they knew of you. They thought that was the limit. But it wasn't. It was like what they thought the better part of you was their limitations they had on you. So that it was almost like they couldn't see you succeeding, or they couldn't see you getting any further. So it's almost like they exposed you for everything you are, but you're actually more than that, and they don't see that. So with the Four of Pentacles here, they exposed this situation that was, well, Leo can only amount to this much. This is all Leo is capable of. This is the best part of Leo. This is all you're going to get. So don't worry about associating with Leo. Don't worry about hanging out with Leo. Don't worry about being in Leo's space, because this is all you're going to get. And this person did this to achieve something in some way. And because of that, you've had to go through a lot of conversations, relationships, friendships, partnerships, situations, whatever, it is here. You've had to have a lot of conversations with people that have been painful and have been hurtful. You've had to end a lot of things or say no because their perception of you in some way is you can't get past this. This is the best you're going to be. This is the best you're going to have. So there's almost like this sense of people looking down on you. And it's exhausting. It's exhausting having people look down on you all the time. Like you're not going to amount to anything. And these were people that were close to you. And looking at this as not just one person, but a lot of people here that you were emotionally connected to that didn't think that you were going to achieve much in life. And there may be a sense of like people who have or are doing better than you in some way, in whatever way, shape or form, because at the moment you're at this plateau. But it's because people believe that you're at this plateau, they're not seeing what's coming next. And I don't feel like you want them to see that with the Four of Swords. I feel like you kind of want to keep this hidden. Whatever this person did or whatever this situation did to limit your potential here in other people's perspectives. So it didn't actually limit your potential, but they limited it from other people's perspectives by saying things around who you are and what your potential is to other people. It's created a sense of comfort in yourself that you don't have to prove to anyone or be anything to anyone because everyone already thinks you already are. I hope that made sense. So it's like, who cares if people don't think I am anything but a plateau or like that I've reached my potential here, because I'm not trying to, it's like you're not trying to prove anything to anyone anymore. You're not trying to argue with people or combat people or trying to win people over and have people come over to your side. Because it may be this sense of like the Four of Cups isn't here, but it's almost like this sense, because I feel like that's maybe what you've achieved, this boredom. You've achieved, not achieved, but like you've overcome. But I feel like that's what happened. Like people looked at you, well Leo's just at this Four of Pentacles. They're at this plateau. This is where they're happy. This is their happy place. They've reached something here. They're boring. Like Leo's boring. I'm not getting like that the Four of Cups is here, like I said, but it's almost like this is the situation where, because people assumed you were boring or assumed you were stale or assumed you were just stagnant in some way, achieving nothing, all the people that assumed that are now out of your life, moved away from you, and it's almost like a breath of fresh air for you. Because I'm seeing you making plans with other people with the Four of Wands here that's coming in. And these are the people that are for you. These are the people that are on your level, that are willing to grow with you, that aren't willing to just see your potential as this is it. This is all you have. And I want to bring in the fact that the King of Cups was here before. And like I said, I can't remember if I said energy that's leaving or coming in, but that King of Cups, that was a very significant emotional stability, emotional upgrade, emotional, like you've gained that emotional stability within yourself. That's important. And with the Strength here, this is just reiterating self-control on a major level. This being a major arcana, this is majorly realizing that you don't need to prove yourself to anyone else. And if everyone else thinks that you're at this plateau, or you're just holding on for dear life, or you're just kind of resting and just not doing much at the moment within yourself, it's because everything that's happening, you're not showing to people around you. You're not openly showing everyone what's going on. You're just showing the people that are there for you, that are actually making plans with you, that are actually, in your day-to-day life. And who has been, like, who's hurt you and who hasn't. you know the people that have caused you pain and who haven't. So you're not associating with the people. Maybe they're around, but you're not like letting them know. You're not letting people know who don't need to know. Need to know. There's a need to know basis here. I got that in another reading. I don't know which one, but it wasn't too long ago. Something around like needing to know what's going on in your life. You're not sharing it with everyone. It's something that you're keeping and celebrating to yourself. The Strength card is all about self-control. The Four of Wands is a celebration, is community. It's planning something. It's a date. It's sharing with other people. So you're sharing with people that are close to you, and you're having self-control not to share it with the world. Can I get a little bit more of this Four of Swords? What are you resting, what are you resting about at the moment? What is this rest about? The Death, again, something that inevitably was occurring or is going to occur. Is this something that's happening or has it happened? Yes, this is something that has happened. And look, the Eight of Wands, because this is looking like a transition. And again, we've seen the King of Cups before. So this is the Death card on the horse here, and then we have it transitioning into the Knight of Cups. So you went through this fear, and now you've come out the other side holding this cup here. How does the Knight of Cups link in to the Five of Pentacles? The Six of Swords underneath. So we have the Four of Pentacles that's leaving, and then we have the Five of Pentacles. Now, the good news is the Four of Pentacles goes on to the Five of Pentacles. But the thing is it's the Five of Pentacles, and I feel like that's why people are seeing you where you're at. They're seeing you in lack. They're seeing you like you're not achieving anything, because it's a grind at the moment. You're moving out of this plateau and you're going to the next step. And like I said, if people have reached that next step and they're somewhat ahead of you or somewhat have done this in some other way, for some reason they don't see your potential. And I don't know why that matters, but it really does, because that's what's leaving. There was a fear of what you may have to sacrifice to get to a state of security within yourself, and communicating with people in an emotionally vulnerable place, like being not like no boundaries, having boundaries, but being expressive with people again without feeling the pain. Being able to open up to people again, because there was so much pain that was caused. So what's coming in is some type of stability around the way you make plans with other people. You're resting at the moment and you're rejuvenating, you're gaining energy because you know the battle ahead. What's next? You're going to start needing to build from the ground up. And because you've taken so much time, or you've taken so much on, or there's something that has happened that has really knocked you down, your environment around you at the moment is a bit scattered. Financially, things are not great. Physically, there may be some stuff going on. Your time, maybe, feeling very out of reach, like everything just running out of time. Everything's always running out of time. But it's because you're building the next steps here to receive something. And you're holding on, you have self-control. So if you want to join me for the extended, the link will be down below. See you there, Leo. Thank you.